Hello everyone and welcome to Don't Be Bored. Today I'm going to be showing you an interview I did with Correy from Travel the Board. This was originally released in the sort of Tabletop Tea Time series as part of that Spotlight Creator Program, but I wanted to make sure as many people see this interview as possible. So let's jump in with me asking, who are you? And let us know a little bit about your channel.
Howdy y'all, I'm Corey from Travel the Board, and on my channel we do board game content of course, but I also do travel content. The name of my channel came from mine and my wife's two loves, both board gaming and traveling, so together we travel the board. I try to keep a nice healthy balance between the two because I know those are two different sectors, but I feel like there's a lot of overlap, and I feel like the people who watch my travel stuff tend to like the board game stuff, and the board game people also tend to like the travel stuff. I think the majority of it's centered around, of course, myself, my wife, my friends who are my co-hosts, and the people around me. I really try to make my channel more about the personalities than it is the specific thing you're watching. So when you guys watch my channel, I really hope that you come for the content, but stay because you like me. That tends to be my goal in the thing, but I really enjoy doing this, and it's been fantastic. It's been a journey that I've been on for over 10 years, making content in different forms, fashions, and it's just a passion for me. I love it. I love everything about it, and then my current channel is finding some decent success, and I'm having a blast doing that, and I don't plan on stopping. I think it's awesome. But yeah, that's my channel.
One thing that's really obvious is that passion that you have shines through. So let's dive deeper and find out a little bit more about you. What would you say is your favourite game and your favourite mechanism?
Alright, so I just wrapped up my top 100 games of all time, but I'll give you, because you asked, the number one spoiler. You don't have to watch the video. Here's the spoiler for you. My favorite game of all time, you can call me basic if you want to. You can say that I just like good games, but that's the truth. Good games are good games, and that's why I like them. That's why my favorite game is Wingspan. Wingspan is about as close to a perfect game as you can get, in my opinion. The engine building in it is fantastic. All of the different birds in it are fantastic. The eggs and all the quality of the components are awesome. You can buy so many upgraded materials to just make your game cooler and cooler and cooler. And believe me, if it's been made for the game, it might be in this box right here, because I have collected so much of it because I love this game so much. It appeals to most people. I don't think I've ever played a game with someone who said they disliked Wingspan. It may not be their favorite game. It may not be their typical type of game, but I've never heard someone say they dislike it. If there's someone out there who says they dislike Wingspan, I think it can only be because they've heard about it and seen it so much that they're just sick of it. Not that they actually think the game is bad, because I don't think this game has flaws. It has things that you may like more than other things, but I think it is close to as a perfect game as you could just about get. I think Elizabeth Hargrave has done such a wonderful job here. I think that she has cemented her name in gaming. She's come out with so many awesome games after this, from Undergrove to the Fox Experiment. I think that she has really staked her claim in gaming, and I think we're just going to see more and more great things from her. This game will stick around for so many years to come, and everyone can play it. And I literally might play this later tonight. I love this game so much, and I can play it with every type of person. Wingspan. Call me basic if you want to, but it is a fantastic game. And now I break my back getting it off the table again. Okay, I can skip the gym now. That's okay. All right. You also wanted to know my favorite mechanism, my favorite mechanic in games. I'm a bit of an outlier on this one. So everybody's probably going to come to you. Drafting. Oh, I love drafting. Everybody's going to come to you. Engine building. Oh, I love engine building. It's fantastic. Worker placement. Fantastic. Variable player powers. All of these are great choices. But for me, I want to be the outcast of the group. For me, it's hidden movement. Hidden movement does not get enough love in our community. So many people don't like it, and personally, I just think they're wrong. Hidden movement is so much fun. There are so many different games that have it. My favorite game with hidden movement is Letters from Whitechapel. Letters from Whitechapel, I happen to know, because I have watched your top 10 here's a spoiler for you guys as well if you've not seen his video. He loves Whitehall, which I also have on the shelf right there, which is the smaller version of Whitechapel. Whitehall is fantastic. It's in my top 100. I think it's a great game, but I prefer the bigger version. I prefer Whitechapel. There are so many different spaces on the board that you can hide in. You've got Scotland Yard chasing Jack the Ripper. You're trying to evade him. Hidden movement is so fun to me, and I like to play both sides. When you're the investigators, the Scotland Yard police, whatever is doing the chasing in the hidden movement games, I think that the puzzle of trying to find and solve where the people are is such a fantastic brain teaser activity that I love trying to be the detective that's literally piecing together clues to figure out what's happened, where are you at, and just get that solution of where that person is. But then I prefer to play the hider. When you are absolutely just running from people and you know they've lost you and you can start to do the dumb things because you know they don't know where you are, and you're like, hey, I definitely shouldn't go and stand right beside you right now, but that sounds fun, so I'm just going to do it. And you just go stand beside the person, and they have no clue you're there. The absolute rush that fills my body, and just the joy when that type of moment happens. And then at the end of the game, you get to describe to them what you did. That's just like the ultimate dab on people. You're just like, I was literally standing beside you. It's fantastic. Hidden movement needs more love in our community, and if you don't like it, give it another chance. There's so many great memories that can come from it, and here's a little hidden tip for you guys. Tons of hidden movement games are 1v all, so one person plays the hider, and then there's a team that's hunting for them. I tend to like my hidden movement games in a 1v1 scenario. I'll play the hider, and then my opponent will play all of the investigators. I tend to have more fun doing it that way, and vice versa, where I'll play all of the hunters. I think that works better in most hidden movement games, but of course, it's dependent upon the game. But that's just a little tip for you. If it's not worked for you in the past, maybe try it as a 1v1.
Hidden movement is somewhat underrated. I have to agree that it's fantastic when done well, and I'll really have to try out Letters from Whitechapel at some point, because I like Whitehall Mysteries, and that's, it's bigger brother sort of thing. But let's carry on with the rapid fire questions. What game has the best box art?
Alright, so when we're looking at games, one of the first things that hits us is that box art. The box art, is it pretty? Is it cool? Does it draw you in? And then that's when we start to learn what's underneath that lid. We go, what's the components like? What's the gameplay like? But the first thing we see is that image of that box art, and that is what's supposed to draw us in. So for me, there's so many ways to do it. You've got the really pretty ones like Everdell. You've got the like cool ones. You've got the really flamboyant ones like a Marvel game I like is called Wakanda Forever. It's really bright and flashy, and it catches the eye, and it's really nice. But for me, the one that just literally makes me want to jump up and run through a brick wall, it's so cool. Blood Rage. You've got this Viking just running at you, ready to fight. The lava exploding in the background. You've got the lightning strike. It looks like it's so good. And then the Blood Rage symbol with the skull. This one can be a little gory for people. It can be a little much. So if you're that type of person and you prefer the pretty ones, hey, my vote's going to be for Everdell. I think it's a wonderful one. But for me specifically, I think this is just so cool. I just want to pick up a shield and an axe and just run with him. And we all know where he's headed, because in this game, you're not actually trying to win the fight. You're trying to go to Valhalla. So we know where he's going. But it's still really cool. And I think Blood Rage has the best box art that, at least in the gaming I've done, I think it's just too cool, too awesome. And it just invokes that feeling of just the Viking. I think it's so cool. Blood Rage.
What an epic game, and you're right, that box art does sort of evoke the fun and battle that you're about to have when you sit down to play Blood Rage. Talking about sitting down to play things, what did you play last?
So I have already started out 2025 on a tear with gaming. I am literally having a game night tonight. I have had a great time playing so many. I've played mostly new games this year too, which has been so cool. I am keeping track of my games for the first time this year, and I'm having a great time doing that. I'm setting goals for myself with games, but my most recent played game is Lord of the Rings, Duel for Middle-earth. I saw that you did a review of this on your channel as well. I keep up with your channel. I like it. But I saw you did a review of this one as well, and I absolutely love this game. So Bruno Catala has done it again. So Seven Wonders Duel was one of my favorite games of all time. It's in my top 10 games of all time. This was just the most beautiful follow-up. For people who are Lord of the Rings fans, this one takes what Seven Wonders Duel did and just throws Lord of the Rings at it, changes the mechanics to match the story, and just lets you run with it. I won the game I played of this by getting the ring to Mordor. How much Lord of the Rings do you want than literally winning the game by dropping the ring in the lava? Like, how much better can it get? I love the mechanics in this one. I love the art. I love the feeling it gives me. It's a very quick play, a very quick teach, and I will be playing this one many more times over the course of this year. And when I do my top 100 next year, I'm going to go ahead and spoil that for you as well. This will be making it. I loved it so much. I gave it a 9.5 on BGG. Love this game so much. Lord of the Rings, Duel for Middle-earth. Pick it up.
What a fantastic game, and a great recommendation, and I can match that recommendation. If you even slightly liked Seven Wonders Duel, I think you should give Duel for Middle-earth a go. Absolutely stunning game to look at and play. But what other hobbies do you have outside of board gaming?
I've got a ton of hobbies outside of board gaming. My biggest one is right here along with my channel. It's traveling. Me and my wife try to travel as much as we can. We just got back from a cruise not long ago, and we are already planning for Valentine's weekend and getting away and going and traveling for that. We're already trying to plan our traveling vacations for the rest of the year. And of course, my favorite trip throughout the year is Gen Con. I'm so excited. I'm literally planning for it already, and I have so many more to go, like traveling trips. And of course, I vlog them. They come here on the channel. But on top of travel, I'm also a gym rat. I love going to the gym. I used to do MMA, mixed martial arts, for many years. It feels like a lifetime ago at this point, but I did it for many years, and I love being active and going and doing things like that. Of course, like so many of us, not only do I play board games, but I play video games. I really like Smite, and I love puzzle games and simulator games. I think they're really fun. But I try to just get out and do as much as I can. I'm not someone who just sits and does nothing. I have to constantly be doing something, which is one reason I love YouTube so much, is there's always more to do. There's always something I can be working on. It keeps me busy. It keeps me engaged, and I really enjoy doing things like that. But obviously, my biggest hobby is board games.
And finally, to wrap up these rapid fire questions, which I know they're not actually that rapid fire, are what can people expect on your channel in the next few weeks?
In the next couple weeks on my channel, I think I've got some awesome videos and awesome content coming out for you guys. First off, in 2025, I'm starting to do shorts on my channels. I got some ideas for some top 5 lists, some skits, some funny stuff for you guys. I'm going to be dropping little live things as well, so shorts are going to be coming. I'm very excited about that. I love doing polls and things on my channel for you guys to get engaged, voting on certain games and things like that. But that's the small stuff. The videos I got coming for you guys, well, first off, Gen Con 2025 is in the same year as us now, so we're in 2025. It's time for me to get on that Gen Con content. It's time for me to get you guys prepared for what's to come for Gen Con, how to buy your badges, how to book your hotel, how to get ready to make sure you can enjoy the best 4 days in gaming. I love Gen Con so much, and I love helping you guys prepare for it. And then, of course, every single month, my plan is to do a top 10 with my 2 co-hosts, Lucas and Scott. Our top 10 board game themes will be coming out soon. I hope you guys check that out. I think you guys are going to be very, let's call it surprised by my number 1. I don't think anyone with 100 guesses could guess what my number 1 is, and I think that's going to be super cool to show you guys. But our top 10s are going to be a great time. That's what I got coming in the next few weeks. I hope you guys come check it out. I hope you guys are enjoying my videos, enjoying my content, also enjoying the content on this channel. He does such a great job for us and all the other creators. And I just want to say thank you so much for everything you do and let me be a part of this.
And well, that wraps us up today. Go and check out Correy's channel. And subscribe there, subscribe here, and, well, like I said at the beginning, this was originally aired as part of the Tabletop Tea Time series, where I invite creators on to talk about their own channels or different topics. So go and check out that series. You'll find out about other creators and hear a load about different board games. And until then, thanks for watching.